Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for making the time to visit today's webinar. My name is Dr. Corinda Abdul Talib, a senior lecturer at University Technology Malaysia and also the coordinator of the postgraduate chemistry education program. Are you thinking of pursuing your postgraduate studies in chemistry education? Do you know what universities offer that career? Do you know what university to choose? Aha, you are in the right place. Please consider joining us at our postgraduate program offered by one of Malaysia's top research universities. To start, I will ask you one question to check if you can see and hear as well. Please write in the comment box if the answer is yes. Yeah? Please write down yes if you can hear us. Yeah, please give some response. Yeah, we are waiting for your response. Please write down yes if you can hear us. Okay. All right. Everything is good. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Cikgu MK. Yes. Great. Thank you. To those who are joining us today, yes, we will give away a token to our quiz winners, sponsored by the panels of the Postgraduate Chemistry Education Program. So if you want to win, here how it goes. All right. At different times of our session, I will ask you some questions. Each question is worth 10 ringgit. So it means only for those who are in Malaysia. So sorry for our friends outside Malaysia. You are eligible to be one of our winners only if you are in Malaysia. Okay? So for each question, we will select one winner. Please answer this question in the comment box. The winners are those who answer correctly and the fastest. Very easy to win. How to win? Just write down the correct answer in the comment box. So always be ready, yeah? Great. Our webinar today hopefully will give you some insights of the postgraduate chemistry education program. We have invited two speakers especially for you. They were our former postgraduate chemistry education program, our UTM DNA. Our speaker is from Malaysia, very important officer, and one speaker comes all the way from Nigeria, very important person in Nigeria as well. Before we begin, let me explain how you can talk to us during the webinar. If you have any question during the session, just write them to comment box. At the end of the webinar, we will have a Q&A session where we'll answer your questions. All right. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to the speakers. Together with us now is Dr. Intang Baizura Egani, the Assistant Director of Education Planning and Research Policy Division, Ministry of Education, Malaysia. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Intang.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, Dr. Karina.
Okay, great. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm fine to be in this session, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, you look gorgeous today. To our audience, for your information, this pretty lady, Dr. Intang Baizura, is an alumnus. During her studies at UTM, she was one of our outstanding postgraduate students. She actively participated in forums, workshops, and conference, as well as the recipient of the Best Students Award in the UTM convocation. All right, now we move on to our next speaker, Mr. Hassan Aliyu, a lecturer at Sokoto State University, Nigeria. Hello, Mr. Hassan, are you there? Okay, I just received information from our technical team. Oh, sadly to say, Mr. Hassan is not here with us now. Hopefully, yeah, he will join us later. Okay. All right. Never mind. Okay, we move on. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so that I think we need time for Mr. Hassan to join us maybe. So hopefully the technical role we can play a video montage of the postgraduate chemistry education program. Yes, we have prepared just for you. All right, let's roll it. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for your interest in our master and doctor programs in the chemistry education. Yeah, we have many response in the Facebook from Bangai Solomon Mahanan from Nigeria. Interesting insight moment. Yeah, we just begin. Yeah, thank you so much, and also from Wimby. Apriwanda, thank you for your reaction. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you for all the positive vibes to begin our webinar. Okay. Actually, we are very proud of them and very pleased that you are interested in them. We hope you will join us. We strongly believe our graduate program in chemistry education is among the best in Malaysia. Allow me to talk a little about it and why we believe this is to be so. You will learn how students familiarize with chemistry in secondary schools, and then in universities, how best to teach chemistry in secondary schools and universities, how best to teach chemistry utilizing new approaches to teach like problem solving, measurement and evaluation, computer and other technologies, and innovation in teaching and learning chemistry. At UTM, you will find environments that are supportive and conducive to learning. And you'll be given the opportunity to work with distinguished professors and lecturers in the fields of learning and teaching chemistry, such as Associate Professor Dr. Johari Surif, Dr. Nohasniza Ibrahim, and Dr. Chuzairi Handri. We also expert in STEM and STEAM education, computational thinking, effective teaching, higher order thinking skills, scientific thinking, classroom interaction, inquiry, metacognition, reasoning, and problem solving, to name a few. Okay, and today we have with us, hopefully Mr. Hassan will join us, but now we only have Dr. Intang with us, our alumnus. As our former postgraduate students, they will share with us their journey of soaring to greater heights and achievements. Okay, yeah, all right, thank you. Technical team said, yeah, happy news. Mr. Hassan is here. Okay, so Mr. Hassan, please stay with us. All right. So with that, we will go ahead. Okay, let me introduce Mr. Hassan. Hello. Hi, Mr. Hassan.
Hi, doctor. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, what's the time now? In Nigeria.
It's 8 minutes past 10 o'clock, 10 in the morning.
All right. So good morning to you, Mr. Hassan. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. All right. Thank you to Mr. Hassan. So we'll keep first Mr. Hassan, yeah? Let's move on to our first question. Are you ready for the first question? Please listen carefully, yeah? All right. The question is, jang, 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 get ready. Does water expand when frozen? All right, please write down your answer, whether it expands or shrinks. Does water expand when frozen? Does water expand when frozen? Right, please write down your answer, whether it expands or shrinks. Yeah. Okay, please answer the question in the comment box. So those who answer correctly and the fastest will become our winner. Yeah. All right, our crew members will identify the winner for question number 1. So don't worry. All right. Okay, now Dr. Intan, can you please tell us about yourself? Dr. Intan?
Yeah, inshallah, I will. Well, I'm
Okay.
sure that all of you have already known my name. I am Intan. I grew up in Johor, but now I live at Bandar and still Negeri Sembilan. Actually, after completed my PhD journey at UTM at the end of 2016, I bought a house here and live until now. And but I guess maybe until my retirement also, I live here. Currently, I work at EPRD, Educational Policy Planning and Research Division at Malaysian Ministry of Education in Putrajaya as an assistant director. And before this, I was a chemistry teacher. I taught chemistry at Smart Labu for almost 4.5 years. And I have 16 years of teaching experience in science and chemistry. Actually, my first degree was in pure science, not in education. I have a bachelor's degree with honors in chemistry in 2003. Then, because of my deep interest in teaching, and I guess also the prayers of many people, my parents, my BFF, I continued my studies then in teaching diploma, formerly known as KPLI program for almost 1 year. And then I was posted at Sekolah Menengah Sains Puteri, KL, then moved to Sarawak, followed my husband who worked there also as a teacher. And in Sarawak, I taught SMK Matu for 6 years before moving to Sekolah Menengah Sains Batu Pahat in 2013. And then a year later, in 2014, I got offered to pursue my education at PhD level in chemistry education, actually through HLP program. It was a scholarship program sponsored by MOE and also UTM, a special program actually. And Alhamdulillah, I managed completed my studies for 3 years with God's willing and of course with the helps of many people. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Intan. Okay, now we're moving on to our next speaker, Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan, yeah, our handsome guy from Nigeria. Mr. Hassan, can you please tell us about yourself?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. For the Nigerian followers, good morning, everyone. My name is Hassan Ali. I am born in Nigeria in Sokoto State, and I did both my primary, secondary, and even university in the state in Sokoto State. I studied my undergraduate degree. I studied education chemistry. After which I started working with the Sokoto State University from 2013. I was teaching and doing research until when I went to UTM in 2017, where I studied also chemistry education. After that, I come back to my home institution. Right now, during my working, I held a lot of responsibilities and quite okay. The experience I gathered while studying in UTM helped me to elevate in all responsibilities that are assigned to me. During my studies in UTM, I have the opportunity to lead the Nigerian students in UTM, in which I was the first master student that ever contested for that position and won. During the program, I
Yeah, Mr. Hassan, I think your audio is not that clear. So we receive a comment from the audience. Your audio is not clear. Can you move a little bit, or if you use a mic, can you bring it to your nearer to you?
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, clear now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So during my program in UTM, I have the opportunity to lead the Nigerian students that are studying in UTM. And during the leadership, I was able to organize so many academic trainings, which include creation of workshops, seminars, and conferences, which made me much stronger when I come back to my institution. And I will be very soon joining UTM for the continuation of what I've started with them very soon. Thank you very much.
Okay, wow, it's great to know that you want to come to UTM to pursue your PhD. We always pray for you, inshallah, yeah, Mr. Hassan. Okay, now Dr. Intang. We go back to Dr. Intang.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Intang, why do you prefer to continue your study in chemistry education?
Okay. As I said earlier, my first degree was in pure chemistry.
Yes, Dr. Intang,
Hello?
can you please check? Yeah, the audio. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, clear?
Clear. All right. Okay, as I said earlier, my first degree is in pure chemistry, not in education. But since my career field is in education, so during that time, I felt it is important for me to pursue my education in chemistry education. In addition, my master degree was also in science education. And during that time, actually, I already had 8 years of teaching experience. So I thought it was better for me to further my studies in chemistry education other than any field, because I thought I might be an expertise in this field. Okay, the idea is earning your master's or PhD will gives you more in-depth understanding of your specialty and also your career focus, and you'll become an expert in your field. And as a chemistry educator, what most important is actually not only from the aspect of the curriculum content itself, but what also important is how we want to improve our knowledge and skills in teaching the students. And from the pedagogical aspect itself, we have to upgrade ourselves to master the various techniques that are suitable for students' learning according to their time, according to their pace. Remember, our children and us live in different times. So definitely the methods, the skill used to teach them is not the same as us, right? So if we aim to pursue our studies in this field, we will be more exposed to the situation, any issues or experience in educational field. Actually, not only in Malaysia, but also globally. And it will make more valuable connections with other educators throughout the world. Trust me, it's very interesting. And besides that, continuing education at PhD level in educational field give us the opportunity to increase knowledge in doing research related to the field especially. We will learn better on how to conduct studies, research on the effectiveness of our teaching and learning process with our students. So with this, the reflection of our teaching and learning process can be carried out continuously. And the intention is actually only one, to improve our teaching and learning process, to ensure that we can achieve the excellence of our education system in the future. Lastly, apart from that, as an added value, the experience of doing PhD could also develop our skills in making any decisions related to our career field, but also our daily lives. Okay, we will be more open in dealing with difficult situations when we are facing with challenges in the field of education. So I think besides knowledge, skills, and experience doing the research itself, Other than that, the journey of PhD itself help us to think more critically, and that will make us a better person, inshallah.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Intan. Now let's turn to Mr. Hassan. Yeah, we want to know more. Yeah, from Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan. Okay, may I ask you? Okay, why are you interested in doing research in chemistry education, and what is interests you in chemistry education?
All right. Chemistry. You see, chemistry is more than what a person will think of it. In fact, when we
Okay.
think of a science, it's like we are
Yes.
talking of chemistry. If not with this outbreak of coronavirus, the
Yes.
challenges of the world is about the
Yes.
change of the climate, which are all caused by chemistry-related factors. And I believe that you see, knowledge of chemistry is very important to every member of every
Yes.
society. In fact, it is we supposed to focus on changing our society to become chemistry literate, not just science literate, because
Yes.
whatever we do with it, we apply in our body, we encounter in our environment are all dealing with chemistry. But you see, the main issue we are facing is that how will students learn chemistry in such a way that they will realize that every impact, every single aspect of their life is important in chemistry. It's all about chemistry. So you see, those for us to kind of make our society to be that aware, we have to ensure that the product we graduate from our universities, from our institution,
Yes.
imparted with the actual knowledge of what they can use in order not to tamper with the environment. So as such, you see, having a pedagogical knowledge of chemistry, of how you interact with the student in such a way that they will understand those concepts of chemistry, and in such a way that they will use the knowledge and the idea of chemistry that will not affect the environment today and in the future. Definitely,
Yes.
teachers have to be retrained, because before, though that kind of consciousness is not in the head of our teachers. So as such, there is a lot to do in order to change the mindset of our current students. So you see, it's not just today about also the changing environment.
Yes.
Just all other science, all subject and all areas request technology. It's not just to be thinking of chemistry as it is. So the pursuit of chemistry today cannot be done without using technology. In fact, it comes to my mind that you see, with the outbreak of this coronavirus, it is only countries that are advanced in technology that were able to count the whole situation of coronavirus, not just knowledge of science. So
Yes.
today is very good for every one of us to go back to school and retrain himself, either professionally or academically, in such a way that we improve our pedagogical approach in such a way. In fact, we impact the changes on the current student we have in our universities, and also take the school in the to the society, not just what comes into you. There are a lot of programs you may create to make the society aware of such of the importance of chemistry in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hassan. Wow. Okay, I totally agreed with you. We also received positive comments from our audience. Some say very impressive, good live content, very interesting. Thank you, Shafika. Okay. All right. For your information, actually, we not just have students from Nigeria, but we also have from many countries from all over the world, even from Iraq, from Indonesia, from Pakistan, from China. Okay. So we are accepting all. Please join us and be our DNA. All right. Thank you. From Mr. Hassan. Now we move on to Dr. Intan. Dr. Intan.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Yeah, we want to know about the project that you're working on. So, may you explain what project are you currently working on?
Okay. Basically, I work at the Educational Policy Planning and Research Division. And to be specific,
Okay.
I am in the International Policy Research Benchmarking sector,
All right.
the TEAMS unit, a unit that actually administers international benchmarking studies for mathematics and science subject. And regarding this, actually, I would like to give you all some information on this because I believe that most of us are science and maths educators. So then I think things seem very connected to us, right? So
Yeah.
TEAMS is organized by the International Association for the Evaluation of Educational Achievement, IEA, which is based in USA. And we at EPRD are the administrators of the study in Malaysia. And Malaysia's latest participation in TEAMS was in 2019, and actually that was our sixth participation. We started
Yeah.
participate in this study since 1999, and the purpose of this participation is actually we want to see the effectiveness of mathematics and science learning among Malaysian students compared to
Yeah.
their peers in other countries. And it is hoped that this achievement can also be used as a benchmark to improve the educational system in Malaysia through the MOE initiative. And actually, it's one of our efforts to prepare our students to be able to compete globally in the future. And for now, what we can share is we are preparing for the next team cycle in 2023. In addition, we are also conducting a further research related to the team's 2019 findings obtained based on based on the findings as announced in December last year, and I'm sure many of us have known about the results. Okay, what can I say is as a whole, Malaysia's achievement in Teams 2019 is less encouraging than Teams 2015's achievement, but yet better than Teams 2011 for both subjects, math and science. And even though actually some improvement have been identified, for example, some students managed to score over 700 in Teams 2019, and actually this achievement recorded the highest score ever in mathematics and science compared to the previous team cycle. But however, there is actually a large gap in the distribution of achievement scores among students for both the subjects in TEAMS 2019. There are about 24 to 26% of Malaysian students who did not achieve at least low level in science subject. Their score actually was below score 400. This is quite alarming to our educational system. So what we are working on is we want to know what exactly are the factors contributing to this, the issue of the weak student. So we are actually doing further research on this matter, and we hope that this study will achieve what is expected and can be completed on time, inshallah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Intan. Yeah, you want to know more about teams? Please contact Dr. Intan. Okay, now let's turn again to Mr. Hassan. And Mr. Hassan, what project are you working on since we are like to know how you work on a project during this pandemic.
All right. Uh, you see, when after I finished my program in UTM, I, as a person that graduated from Nigerian institution, I know the kind of difficulties I faced when studying in Malaysia. You see, the system in which we impart knowledge is totally different. The way UTM is imparting knowledge to its students is totally different with Nigeria. And when I come back, I came to make that observation. There is what we call SSCE. That is a senior secondary certificate examination. Whenever you are graduating from secondary school, you must pass the exam before you get admission into any tertiary institution, being it polytechnic, being it monotechnic, being it college of education or a university. Now, we tend to realize that most of the students that come into the tertiary institution, they have problem of thinking. In fact, it's just a hot. They are not creative in their thinking, and they did not think of things critically. So the current project we are on is that you see there are two major examinations that were taken in Nigeria. There is West African examination. There is the whole West African countries that are taking that examination at the end of secondary school. And also there is an examination in Nigeria, the body of examination in Nigeria that was also been taken by the graduating student of secondary school. So now we are trying to assess the level of questions, the kind of questions those bodies are using whenever they are organizing that examination. What was the level of higher order question? What was the level of high order, low order questions? Such that we tend to realize that where the problem comes from. You see, the issue is that in every research is for you, the main purpose of every research is to solve a problem. Our major problem is our thinking. Most of our secondary school graduates were not able to use their brain in solving problems. They don't see things positively and negatively. How can we change that? We have to go back to secondary school. And for us to do that, we have to make sure that every assessment that was done was being designed in such a way that it can improve their level of thinking. And as such, wherever they found themselves, it is going to be very easy to cope with the situation. Sorry to say, most of us we are very good in memorizing. That's the system that brought us up. We are very good in memorizing. So currently, the project we are working on is we are trying to kind of analyze all how those bodies are setting up their questions, and also how we can come up with the program. We will retrain our teachers in such a way that they will focus on developing thinking ability of school students right from secondary school, not what we are used to previously. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hassan. So to our audience, I hope you are excited to join UTM. Okay, yes, one comment. Gonna miss a master chemistry education class. Thank you, Chocolate Peace. Yeah, please come and join us to continue your PhD. Thank you, Chocolate Peace. Yeah. Okay, audience, now are you ready for the second question? Second question. All right, second question worth 10 ringgit. 10 ringgit. Yep. Oh, what a long, okay, Muhammad Preet Kamarudin, what a long answer, yeah? Expand or shrink? Okay, right, yes, the correct answer is expand. Thank you so much. Okay, now the second question is, the planet Mars surfaces consists of iron oxide. Okay, what is the color of planet Mars? Is it red, blue, or yellow? Okay, I repeat again. What is the color of planet Mars? Is it red, blue, or yellow? Okay, the planet Mars surfaces consists of iron oxide. So what is the color of the planet Mars? Is it red, blue, or yellow? Hurry, put your answer in the comment box. Okay. All right. Just to share with our audience, our main campus is in Johor, the southern part of Malaysia. Wise man said, if you don't know, you will not love. So let's get to know about UTM so that you will fall in love with UTM. Let's watch this exciting montage about UTM. Check it out. Fast.
UTM, University Technology Malaysia. Innovative, entrepreneurial, global. A global award-winning university in engineering and technology that coexists in the community to contribute to mankind. We invest in laboratories and facilities, empowering our people to solve life challenges. We nurture innovative minds through research and teaching because innovative minds drive competitive and innovative research culture. Life problems are brought into the labs to test our inventions against imperfections. Our facilities enrich our students' life because conducive environment triggers creative minds. We empower students to be active contributors in the ecosystem. UTM embraces inclusivity and diversity. Together, making a difference, our entrepreneurial talents continue to improve the quality of life. We reach out to where it matters, the society. Treating water for consumption. Our research products and services have made a difference to many lives. We provide engineering solutions for sustainable development, and our engineering solutions uplift the quality of life and well-being. Our experts are mobilized to affected sites to respond to calls for help. We are proud to serve and make a difference. UTM strives with total commitment to attain excellence in science, technology and engineering for the well-being and prosperity of mankind. UTM, prospering lives.
Wonderful UTM. To our potential students, let's be the UTM DNA. All right, before we continue with Dr. Intang and Mr. Hassan, we will start the session with question number 3. Are you ready? I think the first 2 questions are too easy for you. Let me give a difficult one. Okay. The question is, if you pour a handful of salt into a glass of water, will the water level increase or decrease? Again, I repeat my question. If you pour a handful of salt into a glass of water, will the water level increase or decrease? All right. Okay, so please answer the question in the comment box. All right. Okay, now let's move on to Dr. Intan. Yeah. Let's ask her about her experience during her study in UTM. Okay, Dr. Intang, welcome back. So what are the advantages to study in UTM?
Well, advantages, huh? Okay, I think one of it is because of the location, I think, because it is located at strategic area in big city, of course. So, of course, lot advantages you can get from there. And UTM is committed to be an excellent university. And I believe it has top world university ranking. It is one of the best research university in our country. And in terms of facilities, actually many facilities are available in terms of the academic aspect for students, including UTM has a SO certified library with probably the most comprehensive collection of science and technology materials and up-to-date electronic databases. And also UTM has the Center for Information and Communication Technology, CICT, which has the largest computer hall in the country, supporting more than 2,000 internet-connected computers available in open access computer laboratories throughout the campus. And trust me, UTM has many fully air-conditioned lecture halls and tutorial rooms. Well, I guarantee you this, you won't feel hot while attending lectures in UTM. Also, many other student support services, and many more. I think you all guys can have this information by just Googling the website of UTM. And it is believed that graduate program in chemistry education in UTM is among the best in our country. And I believe in this. In this program, you will learn how students learn chemistry in secondary schools and universities, how best to teach chemistry, the new approaches of teaching, problem solving, measurement and evaluation, computer technology, innovation, and so on. And I believe that here you will find a very much supportive and conducive learning environment, and you will also have the opportunity working with many distinguished professors and lecturers in the field of teaching and learning chemistry, reflective teaching, higher order thinking skills, scientific thinking, reasoning, and so on. So I think that's enough for now. Quite a lot of advantages that I've mentioned just now, right?
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Intan. Okay, now let's turn to Mr. Hassan. I can see that there's a question on how to join UTM. Yes, in regards to that, Mr. Hassan, what advice do you have for students who are planning to join chemistry education at UTM?
You see, the most important thing in every education is the product. What exactly are you going to harvest when you go to a school? What will be the outcome? That is the most important. I guarantee you going to UTM will boost your future. I met a lot of people in UTM who told me, PhD students, who told me that they are not just doing PhD in UTM, but rather they are doing both undergraduate degree, a master's degree, and together with the PhD, because they did their master's degree and the undergraduate degree without knowing exactly what they are doing. You see, UTM have a kind of methodology of teaching you in such a way that you will come to realize everything is simple. There is no difficulty in learning. It's just the way you are taught. They have a lot of experts that will guide you and make you to understand different strategies in learning. You yourself, the most important thing in every aspect of teaching is understanding. UTM ensures student understanding in every concept of chemistry. So, you see, it's not just about that, but also how will you be able to compete with the people when you graduated? I met a lot of people that graduated from many universities in UK. I met a lot of people that graduated from many universities in Malaysia. I'm telling you, in all these universities, UTM is the best. Your experience is going to be different. You will have a lot of experience and research. You will have a lot of experience in your methodology. The content knowledge, you will boost a lot of it. You will experience a lot of socialization. Many people from different parts of this world join UTM. When you join UTM, you will tend to develop your social aspect of life. You will tend to come to understand that it's not everything that you perceive in your environment holds. There are many parts of this world that has different perspectives. These are all part of learning, and this is how many philosophers learn in the history. So going to UTM is, in fact, the best thing that I've ever advised anybody to do. I have went there and I know what I achieved, and the school I'm working with, they knows how I'm impacting, how I'm making difference when I came back, and they believe that going to UTM is the best for every one of our institutional staff. In fact, as we came back, most of our staff went to UTM. Only few were sent to different universities in Malaysia, but most of them, they went to UTM because we are the first set that ever went to UTM in my institution. Now, you see, we are having a lot of members that are joining UTM because of what they saw from us. So I believe you out there that is looking to pursue your master's degree or PhD in any institution, change that institution to UTM. You are going to get a lot of experience. You will never regret it. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Who has goosebumps now? I hope that inspired you to join UTM. Aha. Now is the time for question number 4. We have 2 last questions for you. All right. The question is, do you know that air can be in a liquid form? Yes, it's true. I'm not lying. So the question is, What is the temperature when the air becomes liquid? Is it 100 degrees Celsius or 190 degrees Celsius? Okay, please answer in the comment box. My question is, what is the temperature when the air becomes liquid? Is it 100 degrees Celsius or 190 degrees Celsius? Hurry, hurry, grab your chance to win RM10, yeah? Okay, all right. So let's carry on the conversation with Dr. Intan. Okay. Dr. Intan, as our former postgraduate student, what are your tips, yeah, for those out there who are planning to join chemistry education at UTM?
Okay, about tips. Actually, I believe many tips you can get from maybe other friends or other postgraduates. But for me, what can I share is the first and foremost, if you really need, if you really wants to join the program in UTM or to pursue your education, you really need to have a high interest to learn. The self environment also plays an important role. For example, you don't have any sick family members for you to take care of. And certainly more important is actually the finances. Make sure it is not a major problem that causes you to be unable to continue masters and PhD. And if you choose to continue master and PhD in research, the first thing that you have to do is you have to select a supervisor. If you have decided to do by research, you need to get and approach the SV that you want, that you are able to work with, that is in the right way. And if you really want to be an expert in a field and your main goal is to get a PhD, make sure your master and PhD fields are not much different so that there is continuity in your scope of expertise later. And finally, if you want to succeed in the field you are interested in, you need to have this kind of attitude. First, trust me, guys, you must have a strong spirit because the journey is all about perseverance. You must be a hardworking person. Please don't be ashamed to ask. You have to ask many people as you can to gain much knowledge as possible. You have to respect among your friends, build good relationship with your SV. Okay, I was lucky actually to have good SVs. My SVs were Associate Professor Dr. Nur Effendi Yahya and also Dr. Nur Hasniza Ibrahim, who were always there to help and support me. Also, actually, I was very lucky because I was in the cycle of lecturers who always help each other, including Dr. Corina, the yeah. Other than that, you have to learn how to know others very well. You have to learn how to be tolerant. You have to have that kind of spirit of tawakkal, and also you have to pray a lot. And actually, I want to share an important tip for you who want to pursue a PhD or master's in research. The important tip is uh, trust me, guys, there will be many challenges in the journey, especially PhD, because it is the highest academic qualification. So the challenges will be great too. So you have to hold this principle throughout your journey. So yes, we will always fall, but we have to get up quickly from the fall. It is not about how many times you fall down, but how many times you get back up. Don't take too long to grieve and cry. Um, yeah, yes, you can cry. I also cried a lot during that time. But you have to quickly find a solution to that problem, to the problem that you have. Then, inshallah, you will be on the right track. And the important thing is to pray a lot. Always say to yourself that it is not the end of the world. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Intan. Okay, we have a question from the audience, but I think we will save it during the Q&A session. Okay, so yeah. So now let's return to Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, since you are one of the lecturer in Sokoto University, so what is your future plan as a lecturer in chemistry education?
Yes, I have two plans that are two major plans that I would like to achieve very soon. The first one is, for every lecturer, he must have the highest degree. That is the one of the important things in every lecturer. I didn't have it for now, and I'm aiming to start it very soon. So one of the plan is to join UTM to continue with my journey. The second plan is that I want to be among the major researchers in chemistry education, because you see, in our country, the part of chemistry education has been left aside. I want to be a kind of role model and a role model in our country. We started our PhD programs in most of our institutions as science education. Chemistry education was not like a kind of a separate profession in Nigeria until recently. So we don't have much researchers on chemistry education that are well advanced, that are well known in the world. So I want to take lead before everybody consciousness is back. So these are my two key plans that I have, inshallah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hassan. Okay, let us thank our speakers, Dr. Intang Faizura and Mr. Hassan, and let us turn to the question from our audience. So I invite both speakers to the stage so that we can address the question given by our audience. Yeah. Okay, yes, we have one question from Shafiq Adam. This question specifically for you, Dr. Intan. So his question is, what are the interesting about chemistry?
Okay, first of all, chemistry is often referred as the central of science, right? We cannot deny it. It is so fundamental in our lives. It touches almost every aspect of our existence in some way. So, chemistry education itself plays an important role to equip the students with good knowledge, to produce good daily services, and also materials to improve the quality of life. And if we go specifically into chemistry education, as we all know nowadays, we are facing the Industrial Revolution 4.0 era with high competition level, right? So I think the changing that must be made is to improve the human resources. I think schools and universities have important role to provide students becoming high quality human resources and ready to compete in this era. Therefore, I think schools and universities need to better understand and review actually what are the skills and competencies needed by the students. The intended competencies are actually the global competencies. Yes, we have to admit it. It is not easy to develop that competencies, but I'm sure that it is also not impossible. So the educators should make a great effort in order to make it happen. Yeah, it's a big responsibility. And one of the effective method that is believed should be done is to change the learning model or approach with STEM. And I'm sure that most of us are aware of STEM. Okay, and actually based on this STEM approach, it can enhance the student spirit to do investigation, can develop skills as perseverance. They will learn how to collaborate with other people and also learn how to apply the knowledge. Okay, for instance, chemistry learning combined with project-based learning can develop student skills to solve global issues, so that students can identify the problems and then can draw their solution about the issue. So this process actually can develop the students' critical and creative thinking as well. And in the end, these skills will be able to shape the students becoming high quality of human resources, and also can prepare students to be able to create and develop better innovation, especially in chemistry field. So for me, for this to be happen, we as the educators first need to put efforts on how to upgrade ourselves with new knowledge, many new different skills in teaching and also in developing the student skills. So this is what my views are, what I believe in. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Intan. All right, so we want to know more what is the memories, the good memories in UTM from Mr. Hassan. But before that, I would like to ask the final question to our audience. The question is, diamond is entirely made of carbon and nothing else. Is it false or true? I repeat, diamond is entirely made of carbon and nothing else. Is it false or true? All right, please write down your answer in the comment box. Okay, my question to Mr. Hassan is, okay, can you please share with us your sweet memories at UTM?
Wow. the Obviously, the memories I have of UTM is unprecedented. It's something that I cannot ever imagine.
Okay, we lost him. Is Mr. Hassan with us now? Oh, we lost him. All right. Okay, never mind. We will continue. Yeah, this one interesting question from Mangkai Solomon Mahanan. The question is, how demanding is the chemistry education profession? Could you please address this question, Dr. Intan? Since you are one of our officers, education officer, hopefully you have some views on this.
Hello?
Okay, so sorry. Okay, yeah, okay, so we go back to Mr. Hassan. Yes, can you please continue?
All right. The experience I had with UTM is unexplained. Obviously, the environment, the good people that are very welcoming, how teachers welcome you, and the experience of the classroom environment. The air condition is very cold. You will have to wear a sweater, and the availability of network everywhere you go, and the UTM, the kind of interactive sessions, the outside UTM activities that we used to be like STEM activities we used to participate in. These are all experience I will never forget. In fact, let not forget it nasi lemak and nasi goreng and things like that. These are all good experience that I had in UTM.
Wow, okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Hassan. I think we are able to take only one more question. Okay, so this is question from Wimby Apriwanda. Hi, Dr. Intan. How do you manage your PhD journey so that you graduated on time and also being as one of outstanding PhD students?
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned several tips before earlier just now during the session, during the earlier session. But maybe I can add on several tips on this, how to on surviving our PhD. So the first thing is we have to establish a routine work. Okay, we have to set up your weekly or your monthly KPI. Okay, so that you can stay on track. So you just follow the routine work that you have planned. And the second one is you have to start writing earlier from the first day that you join the program. Okay, I also actually have encountered the problem before, but later on when you already, uh, when you always write up and so on, you'll get used to it. Okay, and the third one is actually you have to create a positive community. And as I mentioned before, the principle that I always hold throughout my journey, we will always fall, but you have to get up quickly. You have to quickly find a solution for every problem that you have encountered. Okay, and actually you also have to build a time with your family. You have to recognize your emotions whenever you feel like you are tired or you are stuck or something, you just take a rest. Just take a rest, go for holidays, just enjoy your, the holidays. And then I think you can get rejuvenate after that. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Dr. Intang. Okay, with that, looks like we are coming towards the end of the webinar, and it means that the chance for you to win cash prize is over. Okay, great. Thank you to Dr. Intan Baizura Egani, the Assistant Director of Education Planning and Research Policy Division, Ministry of Education Malaysia, and Mr. Hassan Aliyu, a lecturer at Sokoto State University, Nigeria. To all our quiz winners, we will contact the winners, so please check out your inbox. Only those in Malaysia are eligible to be winner. Thank you everyone for participating in today's webinar. We hope to see you at UTM, and until we meet again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye.